Going to take you to Burnaby, BC now. Prime Minister Stephen Harper has just arrived on a train there. He'll be making an announcement with Gordon Campbell regarding transit funding and, of course, expected to respond as well to the anti-crime legislation that was announced a few hours ago by the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Rob Nicholson. Let's listen in.
Cities and the Minister of Canadian Heritage and Official Languages, and we have, of course, very special guests. And without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure and an honor to introduce to you the Right Honourable Stephen Harper.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much, everybody, for that tremendous welcome, and thank you, James, for your introduction. I do want to acknowledge your hard work and determination, the role it played in today's announcement. So please, everybody, give James a hand. Greetings, of course, to Premier Campbell, to Minister Falcon, to Chairman Parker and CEO Prendergast, to TransLink, to the President and CEO of the BC Rapid Transit Company, Doug Kelsey, to all the mayors from the surrounding area. We appreciate your presence here. And, of course, to my parliamentary colleagues, Alice Wong, Randy Camp, and Senator Yana Martin. We appreciate having all of you here today. As we all know too well, the world is struggling with the worst economic crisis in generations. And while we in Canada are faring better than many countries, we are far from immune to the economic difficulties that are sweeping our globe. At the same time, there is a saying going around, and that saying is, a crisis is a terrible thing to waste. For Canada, this crisis does represent an extraordinary opportunity, an opportunity to invest in today's needs and in the process, to prepare our country for renewed growth and greater prosperity when the recovery comes, as it inevitably will.
Last month, I met with the Premier Campbell and the other premiers of provinces so that all the levels of government work together to stimulate the economy now by investing in the future.
Last month, I met with Premier Campbell and the other First Ministers so that we would coordinate our efforts across all levels of government to stimulate our economy today by investing in the future. Consensus on one issue was very clear. We all want to put Canadians to work now, building the bridges, roads, and other public transit facilities needed to generate long-term economic growth tomorrow. Our national economic plan does just that. From coast to coast to coast, we are working with provinces and territories to cut red tape and get projects up and running. Here in the Lower Mainland, we're moving forward on several ambitious infrastructure initiatives. And as our gateway to India, China, and the rest of the Asia-Pacific, British Columbia has a unique role to play in building the Canada of the future. That's why it's so imperative that we continue to build the infrastructure needed to speed the flow of people and goods through the Lower Mainland. J'ai le plaisir d'annoncer.
I am pleased to announce today a new major project in mass transit. Our government will join Premier Campbell and the government of BC and TransLink to build the Evergreen Link. Relating Burnaby to Coquitlam through Port Moody, this project will create thousands of well-paid construction jobs, reduce road congestion, and facilitate future growth in the Lower Mainland.
I'm pleased to announce, in partnership with Premier Campbell, with the Government of British Columbia, and with TransLink, a major new public transit project that will help move this region and this country forward. We will build the Evergreen Line. Connecting Burnaby to Coquitlam via Port Moody, this project will create thousands of well-paying construction jobs, it will ease congestion, and it will accommodate future growth in the Lower Mainland. Now, Premier Campbell will share with you the additional details, but I want to make one thing clear, that today's announcement isn't simply about a new rapid transit link or the jobs it will create. It is about where we are headed as a country. As the world struggles with the effects of the global recession, we as Canadians are looking ahead. We are using our strong balance sheets to aggressively fund initiatives during this recession in communities all across the country that will generate wealth in the years to come. Over the
next weeks, our government will make other announcements within the context of our economic action plan. Our objective is to create jobs, stimulate the economy in all regions of the country now, and to ensure that our country comes out of this crisis stronger than ever.
I know I've done this before, but I think it's important. I would like once again to thank Premier Campbell for his leadership in partnering with us on this and other important projects to achieve real results, not just for British Columbians, for all of Canada. Premier Campbell always brings a national perspective to his role as a Premier, and believe me, it is very much appreciated across this country. Friends, by looking forward today and investing in key infrastructure like public transit, we are seizing the opportunities that will get us through these tough times and ensure this country emerges stronger than ever before. Merci beaucoup. Thank you.